know Nina and Keena. Now, we're going to have Nina introduce this topic right here.
This topic is drug users and those who choose to stick it out with them.
Drug users. Now, drug users. What drugs do that include?
Any drug that's not marijuana.
Same way.
I feel the same way. Marijuana is not a drug.
That's
Right.
right.
So why do people continue to have these relations with these, with their mate, knowing that they're not users? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we think that?
I don't know, like for me, my mother has a drug habit and her drug of choice is crack, and she's been a base head all my life, and she has a boyfriend like that she's had for the last almost 15 years, and he doesn't do drugs, and I don't understand why he's with her, honestly. Like, he knows that when he gives her money, she's going right around the block to get some flaves, so I don't understand why he continues to mess with her. Like, he goes to work, he does everything he's supposed to do, but yet he messes with my mother, and I'm just, I don't understand that, and it's been 15 years. And she can call him like, give me some money, and he's gonna give it
Right quick, right? If he can't, he gonna make a way to get it for her.
It's that because maybe he knows that if she doesn't give him the money, she's taking something and she's gonna get it home. Like,
Well, see, like for my mother, like from when I was little, I used to, when she did come around, I would hear her say, "Oh, I'm about to go meet a Vic right now." Now, she had a lot of Vics.
she would say that to you.
She'll say it, and I would be around.
Okay,
She's
yeah.
about to go get a Vic. Whatever, those are the people that she got money from. You feel me? And she had a lot of them, but now that she's getting older, you burn your bridges with people, and I think she burned a lot of bridges with people who used to help her out, give her money, crack, what have you. She only has a certain few that she can still go to, and that's a few. And he's one of them.
You definitely eventually burn your bridges because people get tired of helping someone that don't want to be helped and who not helping themselves. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying? So that's a real strong.
Like in my family, it was my mother's husband and my sister who used crack.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister would fight my mother for $10. I'm talking about until blood came out. And she wanted her crack.
What, your mother's husband and your sister?
Yeah, 2 crackheads in one house. So try hiding your clothes and your
Oh
belongings.
man.
Okay.
Oh, girl. Yeah. 2 crackheads in the same house ain't nothing nice living in.
Mm.
They trying to steal from each other, so you got to padlock your shit down.
Right.
Because if not, it's like you already know they're sick. And that's what
Yeah.
they call it, sick. It's a disease. And at first I didn't believe that it was a disease. But once something take control over you like that, to the point where you don't care about your kids,
Yeah.
something's wrong.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And like I have spoken to you before on the topic, and I told you, like, my mother, she doesn't use drugs,
Yeah.
but her husband does. And for me, it was like kind of confusing for me because you're not on drugs and your mind works fine, you're functioning well. How come we don't have no food?
Right.
How come you're giving him the last money to go hustle with, and then he hustles up to get whatever he needs, but what about your kids? And then a lot of people have to look at that for the simple fact that you don't notice it right then and there, but you're hurting a child because in the long run, that child has depression problems. That child wants to know why you didn't give her him or her, the proper love that she wanted, deserved, and why didn't you show her no damn attention? Because
Right.
if you was doing the motherly duties you supposed to be, it was always supposed to be food in that house.
Exactly.
There's
I
food
agree.
stamps.
Right. Definitely.
There's no way that a house shouldn't have no food in it.
Especially the
You're
food
right.
stamps.
And I don't mean to cut you off, but that's what I mean. Like, how could the victim of the relationship stay and put up with it
Right.
for so long?
Because I don't understand that.
Because
either.
I couldn't.
Let me ask this question: how do you, because you was a victim in this as a child? How does that affect you as an adult?
Well, I look back at it. I have 4 kids of my own, and mine will never go without
Right.
anything. If I have to go to one of those little $50 a day jobs to make ends meet, I'm gonna be that mother to do it because they didn't ask to come here.
You're right.
So I'm gonna provide and give to mine, even though I didn't have,
That's right.
even though I wasn't taught that. But I know right from wrong. I'm not no dummy.
That's right. And you know, so real quick, how do that
Yeah, let
affect
me
you
say-
as an adult?
Okay, like for me, I still have, see, it's different because I didn't grow up in a household with my mother at all. But I wanted that. I had to go from my grandparents to my aunts, back to my grandmother, you feel me? But my grandmother's, she's the only person that I knew that actually showed me unconditional love, you feel me? So, she was my mother, she was my everything. But me not growing up into a household with my mother, I'm a girl, I was a kid, I wanted my mother.
Yeah, you always
And I
want your
couldn't
mother.
have that. Girl, I used to write letters
But
to my
baby-
mother and I would never see her for like weeks on weeks. I would write
What,
letters.
I hate you letters?
No, I
No?
would write her letters.
Oh girl, I had some I hate you letters in the cut. Like,
No,
why did
see,
you leave me?
I didn't start doing that until later in the game, like in my
Okay.
preteens, and it was like, you're never coming back to get
I was
me.
8, 9
Fuck
years
you.
old,
Like
writing
serious.
letters like
But
that.
I was writing letters to my mother, and cause my grandmother always said, your mother's sick, but she's still your mother. She's your only mother, and she beat me in the head with that for a minute.
Girl,
And
I
I
think that's why
always
we are the people we are today because my father installed that in me. Your mother is your mother. Do not ever
That's true.
disrespect your mother. That's your mother. And I can understand why this man
Right.
beating me. He don't beat me for nothing else. But as soon as I start saying I hate you or I hate that lady or she makes me sick, he's beating my ass. And I never got a beating for nothing. But as soon as I said I hated my mother, that was the first ass whooping I ever gotten from him because he said that's still your mother. Regardless to what, she's always going to be your mother. When you're down and out, you're going to turn to your mother.
Well, see, I can't say that because me and my mother to this day, we don't have a relationship, and I'm 30. You know what I'm saying? I'm 30. I don't plan on having a relationship with her. I feel like I tried that. I was that little girl crying for my mother, having to go from the person who I felt secure with the most to go to my aunt, where I felt like, she only wanted us, me and my brother, for a check, and that was shown. She wouldn't buy us clothes. We was basically like her house slaves.
Yeah.
She had the checks from the state for us, but that was supporting her kids that was incarcerated. That was on their canteen, you feel me? It wasn't going on our backs. She was making us, we had to wash her clothes, dishes, clean the house. I wasn't doing that at my grandmother's house. I was 8 years old, living, doing me,
What 8 years
coming
supposed to do.
downstairs to eat, that's it. We didn't have to wash dishes, none of that. 8 years old, that's just like me telling my daughter to wash dishes, mop the floor, do all of this at 8 right now. No, let a kid be a kid, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have a chance to be a kid. My aunt who did the best she could by, making me and my brother have every Easter, she did that. And she didn't have to do that, because she had her own kid and her own, household to take care of. But when holidays came around, she made sure me and my brother had because she knew we didn't have the mother to do for us, you know what I'm saying? And I thank my aunt for that. But then my other aunt that took care of me, it was name calling, and like I said, she just wanted me for that check. So when I turned 17, I was out the door. Like, I'll be 18 at the end of this year. I don't want to live here no more. I'm going back to my grandmother's house. And that's what I did until my grandmother passed away. But, at 17, I moved back with my grandmother. 18, I'm grown. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm grown. My mother comes back to move with my grandmother. She don't have nowhere to go. So after all these years of nobody seeing her, just when she needs some food or need a place to sleep, she's coming back into the picture. But I'm 18 years old. I'm a teenager. You can't tell me what to do. When I wanted you around, you was nowhere to be found. And that's what I used to tell her. And she used to fight me. My friends used to do my hair. She would pull my hair out. She would just fight me, and I never understood why she always fought me. Like, why are you fighting me? I'm not doing anything to you. Why are you fighting me?
I want you to love